Namaste yogis, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. So for today's practice, you want to have your props available. Make sure that even if you don't use them, have them handy just in case. If you normally don't use props, it's just nice to explore different ways to do your asana using the props. Sometimes you think they will make it easier, and many times actually it becomes a little bit of a challenge. And if you are up for a challenge, then maybe just have them around. You can lay down on your back, bringing yourself to your Shavasana. You can have your blanket under your head just to release your neck. If you have a ponytail that is on your way, just move it away so that you can elongate the back of the neck and still be able to have that gentle curvature. So that is extension, but there is not so much that it's flattening. Then bring your hands by your sides or your shoulder blades together and down. Release your feet, let them flare maybe, close your eyes, and just take your time to settle back on your Shavasana, your corpse pose. And just pay attention to how your body feels this morning. If there are any muscles or any joints that are talking to you. Maybe spending some time bringing our awareness to these places of the body that might have something to say. If you feel that there is some discomfort anywhere along your feet or your legs, these parts of your body are connected to your root, your Muladhara chakra. It's all about safety and survival instinct. And very often we hurt ourselves on a knee, a foot, something that prevents us from moving forward. And many times it's just the unconscious mind getting in the way and just manifesting physically, because maybe we just don't know what steps taking on what direction. So then it manifests as an injury or some tightness on the lower body. So pay attention if this is the case. Notice your muscles around your lower belly, around your sacrum, your hips. All those muscles here and the organs are related to the second chakra. So whenever we are manifesting physical pain on the pelvic region can be connected to our disconnection with our intuition, with our inner voice, with our emotional body. So notice, where is your body holding onto tension? What is it trying to tell you? Hip pain, lower back pain, also related to old pains, things that you experienced in the past. And maybe you're not making them conscious, but they're still somewhere around you. They're still there. They're trying to come up to the surface, but we maybe have created techniques to push them down. So they start manifesting physically on the sacrum, the hips, lower belly, urinary system. This is your Spadhisthana chakra or your sacrum chakra. Now notice all the muscles around your tummy, around your mid-back. Pay attention if there is any tightness on the mid-back, any pain or any stomach issues that you carry. When you stressed out, does it manifest in your stomach, your stress? Maybe is it that you get heartburns, or sometimes it's just a lack of digestion, or just gastric problems. They are related with your power center. When we don't want to use our power because we are afraid to overpower others. And so the fire within starts either getting very dim, therefore we experience lack of motivation, we start feeling lethargic, and also this is connected with our instinct, our gut feelings. So if we disconnect from that, it is hard for us to really tell what our inner voice, our inner teacher is trying to tell us. So over fire, like having too much fire is also possible, and that might manifest as anger issues, storming out, rage, and all that fire that creates acidity in the body. So we don't want too much fire or too little. We want a steady and ongoing flame that can resist the winds, can resist any environment really. Your breath will help you to keep that flame going. This is your Manipura chakra or your solar plexus. It will manifest with, once again, stomach problems. Now bring the awareness to your chest. Pay attention if your chest expands whenever you breathe in. If you feel equally the breath moving through both nostrils. If you have blocked sinuses, then that's okay. But do pay attention, if not, how the breath comes in and out through the right or through the left nostril mostly. Any problems with your lungs, asthma, any respiratory issues, is connected with the heart center, with the emotions, with sadness and grief and all those emotions. So all that will manifest in the body with respiratory problems. My teacher used to say that to control sadness, you must start by filling up your lungs with air, because once they are full with prana, there is no space for anything else. Now check your neck and your shoulders and your arms. If you have problems with your shoulders, it's connected to both your heart center and your throat chakra. All those miscommunications that happens on a daily life with our loved ones, those people who are closest to us. We carry all that baggage, all that heaviness in our upper shoulders. So upper back pain and neck pain usually is the result of daily interactions that go wrong, things that we keep putting on our back, trying to carry around other people's things. So being aware of that. Same thing with if you have any throat issues, any thyroid gland issues connected to the communication channel or your Vishuddha chakra. So as you can tell by now, all the chakras not only manifest energetically, but they will manifest physically. If you suffer from headaches, migraines, eye pressure, so you might have a overbalance or imbalance on your third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Recognizing our intuition and seeing beyond the physical eye is something that many of us develop, but not everybody wants it. So many times we try to close that vision because maybe we just don't want it. But that can create imbalances. It will manifest with pain on your eyes, headaches, and it's strictly connected with the crown of the head or your Sahasrara chakra. So your Ajna or third eye and Sahasrara will either give you some problems with headaches and eye problems, sinuses problems. So just being aware that this is our connection with divine forces, with the universal forces, and we're somehow blocking them for whatever reason, not judgment, just being aware of what we are doing. Now we're going to take a full deep breath and think about filling up every corner of your body from toes to crown, rising energy of prana. Exhale, let all the air go from crown to toes. Cleansing and grounding energy of apana. Rising as you inhale, filling up from toes to crown. Falling as you exhale from crown to toes. We're going to take 3 more breaths like this, visualizing the energy rising from the toes to the crown of the head. Visualize every corner of your body. Fill it up with pranic energy, nourishing energy. And when you exhale, visualize the energy leaving your body from the crown of the head to the toes. Feel your body heavy on the ground. 2 more breaths. When you finish with that last breath, wiggle your toes and fingers, move your feet side to side, wiggle your hands, stretch your arms overhead, and squeeze and tense every muscle. Tight, tight, hold, stretch, squeeze, prune face. Exhale, release. We'll do it again. Flex your feet, press from toes to fist, prune face. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, stretch and tense, tight, tight, tight. Let all tension go. You may bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, maybe swing your knees side to side. Getting a nice stretch through your hips. Don't let your mind wander. When you are ready, come back to center. Move your feet a little wider apart and continue to move your knees side to side. Just finding the stretch that suits your hips, your quads, your lower back. Keeping your shoulders on the ground. When you're ready, come back to center. Heel to your feet may be wider apart. You don't have to. And continue to move side to side. And when you're ready, come back to center. Walk your feet closer together. Readjust your body. Extend your legs, hands by your hips, palms up. Relax. Observe your breath. Don't let your mind wander. Okay. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you're ready, relax your hands, keep them by your sides. Flex your feet and press the back of the legs onto the floor. Spread your toes wide. Take a few moments here, really activating the bottom, the legs, the feet. Make sure that your upper body stays relaxed. So you're gonna find that tendency that you want to engage the whole body. So we're gonna try to connect with the legs and the feet, and breathe deeply here. Now take one more breath, full deep breath. If you like mudras, bring your thumbs and index to touch. Gyan mudra sends the energy to the bottom, to the legs and the feet. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your right leg up. Keep your foot flexed. No need to go too high. Inhale, bring your leg down. Other leg, as you exhale, bring it up. Try to keep your legs extended. Inhale and exhale. Find your rhythm. Watch what your pelvis is doing every time you move your legs. Try to keep your pelvis nicely neutralized, so don't let it tilt. Every time your leg goes up, your hips are gonna try to go into an anterior tilt, so we're not gonna let that happen if possible. Even if the leg doesn't go too high, that's perfect. You inhale your leg down and you exhale it up. You can work with Dirga Pranayama if you are familiar with Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath, and you would like to work with that, you're welcome to do that. Notice if your mudra is very tense, so we don't want a tense mudra. Firm mudra is fine, but your fingers are not pressing too hard, and that is actually engaging your shoulders. You want to keep your upper body relaxed. Last round, we started with right, we finished with left. Release your leg when you are done. Relax your whole body. Observe your breath. Notice your energy. Flex your feet. And when you take your next inhalation, bring your arms out to the sides at a T position. Bring your right leg up as you inhale. And as you exhale, you may bend your knee and rotate towards the left. Or if it works for your hip, exhale your leg extended to the left. Inhale back to center. If you had your knee bent, extend it and exhale down. Other side, inhale, leg up. Exhale, you can bend the knee and go into spinal twist. Inhale, back up, and exhale, release. So once again, find the leg position that supports your body. Keep the opposite shoulder on the ground. Working with the hips means that we are working with the second chakra, your Svadhisthana chakra. This is also the chakra of inspiration. So if you are crafty, artistic, you would like to tune in your inner genius, awaken your inner genius, you want to work with your hips, you want to work with the sacrum and the pelvis. We started with the right leg and we're going to finish with the left leg. When your left leg returns to center, release it down. Watch your breath. Don't let your mind wander. We're going to start bringing the energy a little higher into the solar plexus with some rotations. For your rotations, if you went all the way down to the mat, just come back a little bit. Bring your arms out to the sides. If you need your palms down for extra grip, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, you may keep your palms facing up. Draw your shoulder blades together. Keep your feet and your knees together. Squeeze your inner thighs. Tuck your tailbone here. And as you take your next exhalation, let your knees fall to the right. Keep your knees together. We're not bringing the knees towards the chest and rotating. We're keeping the feet on the floor. Roll the weight onto the outer edge of your right foot. The next time you inhale, foot soles return to the floor. Exhale, roll the weight to the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, find your rhythm. You inhale your knees up and you exhale them to the side. Don't let your mind wander. The moment your body memorizes the movement, the mind goes away. Keep it here with the breath. We started moving the knees to the right. We finish when we come back from the left. Extend your legs and take a few moments here. Awesome. When you're ready, bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor. You may hug your knees and rock side to side. When you are ready, move onto your favorite side. Take a few moments, breathe. Use your top hand to help yourself up on your next exhalation. And from here, if you need a blanket under your tummy, you are welcome to place one. Have your strap handy. You may not use it just in case, or a scarf will do too. So if you place your blanket under your belly, see if you can have your pubic bone down towards the floor. Stack your hands under the forehead and bring your big toes to touch and your heels out to the sides. Take a few moments. When you are ready, bring your toes to point straight back. If it works for your hips, keep your feet touching. If this is too much for your hips or for your lower back, then you're going to bring your knees, your feet this distance apart, or maybe a little wider. So the wider your legs go, the easier it becomes for your lumbar spine. So check what works. See if you can keep your feet touching. Squeeze your inner thighs together, but remember that's not a goal. Make sure that your blanket is not digging in your body. Bring your hands right under the shoulders and then move your hands slightly back. Make sure that your wrists are happy with that. Elbows squeeze in towards your body. Press your feet onto the floor. Pick up the knees. Squeeze your bum. Inhale, forehead, nose, chin, chest. Gaze can go up, but you don't have to, depending on the neck. Exhale, release, chest, chin, nose, forehead. Forehead, nose, chin, chest, inhale. Exhale, chest, chin, nose, forehead down. Find your rhythm. Each time you go up and down, you check in with your hips once again. Don't force your feet to touch if your hips don't like that. You don't want any pinching sensation, any torquing sensation on your joints. You don't need to go too far up in this breathing cobra for Pranic Bhujangasana. We're sending the energy higher from the toes all the way up, going right into the heart center or your Anahata chakra. Remember, here's where we store all the emotion. Not just the emotions that makes us feel good or bad. See, this is where we can find contentment. So, not too happy, just content. Just finding some balance. Three more. Bring your hands by your hips, palms up, big toes touch, heels up, out, and your gaze maybe goes to the right. If that's too much for the neck, keep your forehead at the center, maybe your chin. Make sure that whatever you do is suitable for your neck. Relax every corner of your body. Breathe deeply into your back body. From toes to crown, inhale. From crown to toes, exhale. From toes to crown, inhale. And from crown to toes, exhale. 2 more breaths. Bring your gaze to the other side to balance your neck. Rising from toes to crown. Falling from crown to toes. 2 more breaths. Bring your forehead or chin back to the floor, and you can bring your hands maybe in front of you, elbows right below the shoulders, and come up almost in a Sphinx pose. You can have your strap if you have one handy. I'm going to take the strap and pass it on the right side of the body. So have it there for a moment. Bring your hands forward like Superman position. It's going to bring your hands to the front. Bring your feet parallel. And the next time you inhale, lift your forehead and chest, but keep your gaze down. Now, as your chest is lifted, make sure you're not putting the weight on your hands. And now, if you can, bring your hands off the floor and draw your shoulders into its sockets. Feet are active. Push your toes back and then lift them. Keep sending those shoulders into its sockets. Keep your gaze down to elongate your neck. So here we're not looking forward for now. Breathe deeply. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Release your hands on the floor, feet down, forehead down. Now you can repeat this last one, or if you choose, you're going to bend that right knee and maybe take your strap and pass it on the right foot, holding onto the ankle. So we're going on to half bow and half locust or boat, depending who teaches. This has different names. So that half bow, you want to push your foot away from the hand and your hand away from the foot so your knee starts coming up. The next time you inhale, lift your forehead, nose, chin, and chest, and press your foot back, your hand towards you, and bring your arm and extended leg off the floor. Breathe. Now, some of you might be able to hold onto the foot and lift the foot, flexing the right foot if you're doing that, and keeping the left foot extended. Gaze is down. Knees are not flaring, trying to keep your hips or your legs hip distance apart. Maybe you lift a little more. Gaze maybe can be slightly forward, so watch for your neck. And with control, when you're ready, on your next exhalation, release your hands down or your hand down, knee down, forehead back to the floor. When you're ready, let go of your right foot. You can put your strap aside, bring your hands under the forehead, big toes touching, heels out. Take a few moments here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So when you are ready, pass the strap onto the other side if you're using it. And before we start, maybe come onto our Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows to the floor and help yourself to get the loop or pass it around if you have a scarf. And hold as close to your foot as you can. So make sure that your elbow is extended if you can. You're going to push your foot away from you and your hand towards you. Draw your shoulder into its socket. Extended leg is, the foot is active and extended as well. Right arm forward, forehead down. Next time you inhale, forehead, nose, chin, and chest lift. Bring your arm and your leg, extended arm and leg off the floor, and bring that left arm, half bow off the floor too. So remember, if it's okay for your body to go into half bow, you want to make sure that you're engaging your shoulder blades, that you're pulling them in, that you're pushing your foot away, your hand in, you're not pinching your knee. If it doesn't feel right, you don't do this. High blood pressure, heart condition, watch for that. Do the first version. And the next time you exhale, with control, release down, foot down, hands under the forehead. Observe. Finally, so if you have any concerns for bow pose, we're not going to go there, like high blood pressure, eye pressure. Bow pose might not be so safe, so please watch it. Bend your knees instead if you are going for it. Otherwise, stay here and we're going to go onto boat. So you may hold onto your ankles. You can also pass your strap. So to pass the strap, I find it easier when you come up and take the strap right under the feet. Just place them there and then hold. Bring the ends over here. And so then when you're ready, you can shorten the strap and bring it higher. And then you can still work from here, getting that nice stretch through your quads. Keep your elbows extended. All right, so if you're not doing the strap, hold onto the ankles and pick up your body. Keep your gaze somewhere on the mat. If it works for your neck, you may look forward. We'll take one more breath. Inhale maybe higher. And exhale with control, knees down. Keep holding onto your feet. Bring your forehead down. You can relax your feet if your knees are okay with that. And when you're ready, one at a time, release your feet onto the floor. Circle your arms and bring your hands under the forehead. Big toes touch, heels out. Take one more breath here, full deep breath. And the next time you inhale, bring your hands under the shoulders. And as you exhale, push yourself up. You can have that blanket now under the knees. Sit back on your heels. If it's okay for your body to have your knees together, that's what we're going to be doing. Hinge from the hips. You can sit on your bolster, on your you can have your blankets under your seats. Wiggle your body, forehead down on your fist. Breathe. Try to round your back for this child's pose, creating space on the back between the vertebrae. Now, if it works for you, you're gonna tuck your chin onto your chest and rest maybe the crown of the head towards the floor without putting any pressure, any weight on the crown. You can rest the crown on the floor or on your hands, your hands stacked. Your chin is on your chest, and see if you can swallow a few times. We are working with the Vishuddha chakra, so now we're sending the energy into this chakra, the communication channel. Breathing deeply. Now you're gonna lift a little bit and bring the weight back on the third eye. Put your fist. Maybe some of you might rest the forehead straight down onto the floor. It really depends what feels right. Watch for the knees and the hips and try to soften with every exhalation. Now send the awareness to your Ajna chakra, that space between the eyebrows. We're gonna take 2 more breaths here. Bring your hands under the shoulders as you inhale. Exhale, come up onto your tabletop position. We're gonna send the energy to the crown of the head, curl the toes under, pick up the knees, and push your chest back towards your thighs. Let your head dangle. Put equal weight on left and right. Draw your navel in and pull it up. Feel the extension through your whole back body. Don't let your toes grip. Remember, on your downward dog, you want to stay away from any pressure on your eyes or temples. You can stay on your cat-cows, resting your knees on the floor. Eyes of the elbows face forward. Move your shoulder blades away from each other. And we're going to breathe here. Focus on the crown of the head as you let your head relax down towards the floor.
I'm gonna take 3 more breaths here. When you're done with your 3 breaths, on your next inhalation, bring your knees back down onto the floor. And as you exhale, uncurl the toes. This time you can bring your knees wide apart, stack your fists, rest your forehead down, and we'll take a few moments here. Bring your hands under the shoulders on your next inhale. And as you exhale, push yourself up. Walk towards the front of the mat. Walk your hands to tabletop. Curl the toes under. Draw your navel in. Pick up onto downward dog. And very mindfully and with control, on your next inhalation, start walking your feet towards the hands. And watch for your blanket. You can take it out of the way, although we're going to rest one knee at a time on the floor, so you could keep it there if you prefer. Bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands on your thighs. Come halfway. Draw your navel in so we're not going into a hinge. Draw your shoulder blades together and down. Rise your toes and start walking your hands up towards the hips, bringing yourself onto an upright position. Right at the top of the mat, find your Tadasana and relax your shoulders back and down. Palms face forward. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Engage your body. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. Take a few moments here. You may open your eyes, and as you inhale, bring your arms up. Gaze, follow the hands. Bend your knees, hands by the heart, hinge at the hips, fall forward. Bend your knees more. Inhale, squeeze your bum, hands by your sides, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms to the sky. Inhale, gaze, follow the hands. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at the hips, fall forward. Bend your knees more, squeeze your bum. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do it again. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fall forward. Bend your knees. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands by the heart, fall forward and stay. The next time you inhale, big step back with your right foot, knee on the floor as you exhale. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, open your chest, look forward. Watch for that front knee. You want it right over the ankle. Now, as you take your next exhalation, curl the back toes under, pick up the knees, hands on the floor, and stretch back on downward facing dog. The next time you inhale, bring your knees onto the floor. Tuck your tailbone a bit and lower onto cobra. And as you exhale, push back onto downward facing dog. Use your knees and stretch your chest to the thighs. Breathing deeply here. The next time you inhale, bring your knees on the floor. Exhale, bring your right foot between your hands. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Keep your fingertips by your sides. Watch for that front knee. Let it be over. As you exhale, pick up the back knee as you curl the toes under and step forward. Bend your knees more. Inhale, reverse swan. Bring your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pay attention. How do you feel here? We're going to do it again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands by the heart. Bend your knees, hinge forward. Left foot back as you inhale. Knee down as you exhale. Uncurl the toes. Inhale into the extension of the spine. Downward facing dog as you exhale and stretch. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra, lower. As you exhale, use your knees to downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Next time you inhale, knees on the floor. Exhale, left foot forward. We're doing a variation, by the way. Inhale, lengthen through the spine of the Surya Namaskar. Exhale, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend the knees more. Inhale, squeeze your bum, come up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Take a few moments here and breathe. Don't let your mind wander. We're going to do it again. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Right foot back. Inhale. Knee down, exhale, uncurl the toes. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, fingertips on the floor. Exhale to downward facing dog. Plant the hands and step back. Breathe deeply here, really stretching through your downward dog, relaxing your neck. The next time you inhale, knees down to cobra, squeeze your bum and lower. Exhale, use your knees to downward facing dog. Breathe. Next time you inhale, knees down. Exhale, step forward with your right foot. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, gaze forward maybe. Exhale, pick up the back knee and step forward. Bend your knees more. Inhale, come up. And exhale, come back to center. Left foot, inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Left foot back, inhale. Knee down, exhale. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog and stretch back. Breathe. Really get into this, that flow of breath, maybe Ujjayi breath. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra, squeeze your bum. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale, left foot forward. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. Step forward as you exhale. Bend your knees more. Inhale, reverse one, squeeze your bum. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes and watch your breath. Sun salutations or Surya Namaskars really help to align all of the energies, all of the chakras. We're going to do one more on each side. So we work with both nadis, Pingala Nadi, the solar energy within, and Ida Nadi, lunar energy within. We'll take one more breath, full deep breath. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands by the heart, hinge forward. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, knee onto the floor, uncurl the toes. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe deeply. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra, squeeze your bum. Lower, elbows in towards the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use your knees. And walk it out maybe if you need to. Next time you inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent moon, pressed moon. Fingertips on the floor. Exhale, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend your knees more, squeeze your bum. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, left foot back. Watch for the front knee. Exhale, knee onto the floor, uncurl the toes. Pressed moon, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, stretch. And taking a few moments here just to walk it out and to stretch through your back body. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra. Squeeze your bum, elbows in towards the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push through the knees and then curl the toes, come up. Breathe. Next time you inhale, knees on the ground. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, pressed moon, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend your knees more, squeeze your bum. Inhale, come up, reach up. And exhale, come to the center of the heart. Connect with your breath. Don't let your mind go away. One more breath. Relax your shoulders back and down. Bring your hands by your sides. Now we're going to work with one of my favorite pranayamas. So about a fist distance between your toes. So find your Tadasana, fist distance between the knees. Let them point forward. Bring your hands, your palms to face down, and bring your left hand first down, and then your right hand on top. Roll your shoulders back and under, and as you inhale, bring your hands forward and up. At the top of the inhalation, push your palms up, maybe your rib cage up, and as you exhale, bring your hands in a circular motion. This time you bring your right hand on top of the left. As you inhale, bring your hands forward and up. Maybe hold the breath. If you are working with Kumbhaka, you don't have to. Push your ribcage away from the hips. Squeeze your bum and exhale, circle your arms behind you. And this time we put the left hand under, Inhale, bring your arms forward and up. Don't let your back go onto full hinge. Lift the rib cage, palms press up like if you were trying to touch the ceiling. Exhale, hands in a circular motion. Right hand under. Find your rhythm. If you suspect of being pregnant, you have any concerns with your eyes, your head, you have a headache, your sinuses are blocked, or simply you are dealing with some blood pressure issues or heart concerns, do not hold the breath. It's not recommended. It's not worth it. You can still work on strengthening your lungs without Kumbhaka. And that is by elongating the inhalation comfortably. And while you continue to inhale, press your hands towards the sky. When you're ready to exhale, release your hands by your sides. I really want to shut up for a moment. I'm just going to cue you just one more thing. Instead of actually remembering what hand comes next, try to feel it. Pay attention. The energy is hovering on the top of the hand. And that's the signal that that's the hand that goes on top next. Okay, now we'll sip it. Let us breathe together. The next time your left hand goes on top, you're going to relax your hands by your sides when you finish that round. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable there. And then observe your breath. Really pay attention to your breath here. We'll take one more breath, full deep breath. Tuck your chin onto your chest, blink your eyes open, gaze forward. Adi Mudra, thumb inside the fists, shoulders back and down. Lift your feet and walk them. So once you rest your feet on the ground, look at them, and your toes possibly are looking something else than Tadasana, and that's okay. The second test is check with your knees, bend your knees, and pay attention if your knees and your toes point on the same direction. If they do, you're good to go. If they don't, walk and march and try to create that relationship between your kneecap and your toe, especially your second toe. And once you have that, if you have knee problems, by the way, you can meet us on a seated position. Otherwise, we're going to do our balancing pose from here. Adi Mudra, shoulders back and down. Bring your weight onto your the balls of the feet. Squeeze your bum and reach your arms back. Slightly tuck your chin onto your chest. Breathe deeply here. On your next exhalation, sweep your arms forward and sit on your chair. Your heels are still off the floor. You're not going all the way down to your heels, by the way. And try not to let your body hinge forward. To the best of your ability, keep your shoulders over the hips. The next time you inhale, bring your arms by your hips, go up, extend your legs. And exhale, release your heels onto the floor. We're gonna do it again. Inhale, rising your heels, squeezing the bum, bring your arms behind you. Breathe. Your mudra is firm, not tense. Next time you exhale, sweep your arms forward, bend your knees, sit back on your chair. Heels are still off the floor. Toes can touch the floor, but they're not gripping. Inhale, coming up, hands by your hips, rising the heels even more. And exhale, release. Now we're taking it down onto the floor. Please watch it if you have any concerns. You don't need to do it this way. When you're ready, squeezing the bum, rising, arms back. And as you exhale, fall. Sweep your arms forward, bend your knees, and bring yourself slowly down. Watch for your mudra. Awesome. Release your mudra, hands together maybe. And now gracefully, or like me, find your way onto your seated position. All right. You can sit on your pillow, your bolster, or you can sit on your blanket. Cross-legged position. Maybe bring your right leg in front of the left. Remember, you can always pat yourself as much as needed, shoulders back and down. Tuck your chin slightly, breathe. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you're ready, extend your right leg out to the right, flex your foot, and press that right hip back to the floor. Activate your left foot against the right thigh. Press your knee down on a blanket or on the floor. Don't push your knee down. If you're holding onto your legs, it's fine, but do not press down. Can I bring your hands by your sides? If you have
Let's do 2 rounds without the arms. So lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso towards the extended leg, so towards your right, and hinge forward or towards the leg. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your shoulders back and down. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso to the right. You can bring your fingertips by your leg, and exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, come back to an upright, and exhale, release your shoulders back and down, and torso forward. If there's no lower back concerns, no shoulder concerns, you're gonna bring your fingertips by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Shoulders down, and as you exhale, rotate and lower. You're not reaching for the foot, you're finding that elongation of your spine. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release your arms down. We'll do 2 more, with or without the arms. Inhale. Exhale, rotate and fold. Inhale. Exhale, torso forward, hands down. Last one, inhale. Exhale, rotate and fold. Inhale. Exhale, torso forward, hands down, shoulders back and down. Awesome. Now as you take your next exhalation, rotate your torso towards the left and bring your right hand to your left thigh. Lengthen through the spine, press your heel away from you. The next time you exhale, hinge towards your right, side bend. With your left hand, you can rest it on your lower back, palm away. If you would like, you can bring your arm up, or maybe you can bring your arm by your ear to create a deeper extension through the left side. Meanwhile, your right foot is still active. You're pressing your leg onto the floor. You think about bringing that bottom shoulder forward, top shoulder back. If your arm is on your lower back or extending towards the right, on your next inhalation, bring your arm towards the sky. And on your exhalation, push yourself up, release your arm down. Shoulders back and down. When you're ready, lean back, extend your legs forward, shake the tension off, move your feet side to side. Awesome, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So when you are ready, cross your legs, left leg in front. Readjust on your props. Ground yourself, palms facing down for a few moments. When you're ready, extend your left leg out to the left, flex your foot. See if you can allow your toes to face straight up. Inner right foot presses to the inner leg, thigh. And we do 2 rounds without the arms. Let's check with our lower back and hips. Inhale here, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, rotate your torso towards the left and hinge right from your hips without rounding your back. Inhale, come back. And exhale, return to center, shoulders back and down. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, rotate towards the left and lower. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, torso forward, shoulders back and down. Maybe with your arms, fingertips by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Shoulders down, exhale, rotate left and hinge from the hips. No need to reach for the foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rotate to the center and arms down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, rotate and hinge. Inhale. Exhale, rotate and down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale down. I'm not sure if I'm skipping one. If I am, do the last one. So they were 3. And when you are done, you're gonna come back to center. And we'll take a moment just to ground. I wait for you in case I skip one, as I usually do. And when you are ready, you're gonna rotate your torso towards your right. Press through the left heel, push it away from you. Bring your left hand on your right thigh. Remember, you can bring your right hand on your lower back. Rotate your torso towards the right so your left shoulder comes forward. And next time you exhale, hinge towards your left. No need to touch anything. We're not aiming here for any looks. Just make sure it suits your hips, it suits your lower back. The next time you inhale, if shoulder allows, bring your arm up. And as you exhale, maybe bring your arm by your ear. All of these ones are only options. They're not goals. So find the one that works better today and breathe. Adjust your head so it supports your neck. Whether your arm is towards the toes or on your lower back, on your next inhalation, reach your hand to the sky, and exhale, push yourself up. Roll your shoulders back and down, lean back, bring your knee forward, extend the other leg, shake the tension off, move side to side. Perfect. We're gonna sit back onto Sukhasana so you can pick one, whichever leg you prefer in front. Just make sure it feels right and it allows you to sit up tall. Relax your shoulders back and under. We'll take a couple of long, deep breaths. To work with the final chakras, the third eye and the crown of the head a little more physically, we're going to use a mudra. So for this, you want to have your hands together in Namaste position for this mudra. Then interlace your fingers, like closing your hands into a fist. Then release your index and your thumbs, like a pointer. And then open your hands, creating a diamond shape with your thumb and index. Then turn that diamond shape and place it against your, below the sternum, against your Manipura chakra. Your elbows might end up by your sides, shoulders back and down. If you find that by doing this mudra makes your shoulder roll forward, you can flip your mudra forward, so your pointer's forward, and that's okay too. I'll just make sure this suits your body. Once you find the position that is comfortable, relax, press the crown of the head towards the sky, and start connecting with your breath. So no need for Ujjayi breath or Dirga Pranayama. We can just observe the natural flow of prana here. Uttara Bodhi Mudra, also known as the symbol of highest enlightenment. What this mudra does is that it helps prana to travel freely from the base chakra, the root chakra, the base of the spine, all the way to the crown of the head. Rising and falling energies traveling along your spine, moving the vortexes of energy that are along the spine that we have been working on today, your chakras. Some of you will naturally feel the elongation of the breath happening. Relax your jaw, observe. If you need to stay here for a little longer, you're welcome to pause the video and stay here for as long as you need. Otherwise, we're going to take 3 more breaths together. Release your mudra, wiggle your fingers, press your hands on your legs, observe. Very mindfully, you're gonna help yourself onto your back. You can have your bolster or your pillow under your legs if you wish. And once you get onto your back, draw your shoulder blades together and down. And bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor. Find your butterfly position by bringing your foot soles together and allowing your knees to flare. Balance your pubic bone and hip bones. Balance your rib cage, let them ground. Let your shoulders be heavy and let your arms be relaxed. Connect with your breath. On your next breath, very mindfully bring your knees up and release your legs onto the floor. Relax every corner of your body from toes to crown. Scan your body. Remember, you have always the option to stay here for as long as your body needs. You can pause the video and then resume to close our practice together if you like. Otherwise, we'll take 3 more breaths. Next time you inhale, wiggle your toes and fingers. Move your feet and your hands. Stretch your arms overhead and tense every corner from toes to fist. Prune face, tight, 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 squeeze. Exhale, release. We'll do it again. Flex your feet or point your toes. Squeeze every muscle, tight, tight, tight. And release. Last one, make it count. Inhale, deeply stretch and tense. All tensions, worries, sadness, go to the hands. When you're ready, exhale, open your hands and let them go. And know they are in better hands now. Move on to your favorite side. When you're ready, take a few moments here. Gonna use your top hand to slowly help yourself up on your next exhalation. And once on your seated position, bring your hands together at the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. Relax your jaw and your face. Press the crown of the head towards the ceiling. We're going to seal our practice with the sound and vibration of Om. We'll take a breath together first. Inhale.
Exhale. Inhale to Om. Relax your jaw, your face. Observe. Inhale to the top of your lungs, expand. Side out. Again, inhale. Side out. Last one, breathe in. Let all tension out. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Blink your eyes open. Wrap your hands together as you bring your gaze forward. Build in the extra good vibes and shower yourself with those all around you. And remember to shake off all tensions and stresses that you don't need. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Sunday. Namaste, yogis.